Hello, my name's Ed Frawley. I picked a good Q&A today. All of these Q&As come off of Leerburg.com. My wife and I own Leerburg. And we have a Ask Cindy portal on the front of our website, and every single day she gets questions, and she answers them all. Usually gets up at 5 in the morning, takes care of our horses, and then comes back in with her cup of coffee, and she'll answer these questions. And we pick some of them to put into our social media. The rest of them go into either a file cabinet, because we've got so many on the same subject, or we have a database where people like you can look up a problem, and there's 3,700 of them in there. We get thousands more that we don't put in there. But this is a good one. It's about a trainer that has a problem with engagement, and we'll talk about this here. It says, hello, Cindy, I really need your help. I own a 2-year-old German Shepherd with a great pedigree. I'm not able to get his attention on our club training field. He works for me perfectly anywhere in public. I've purchased your streaming video on engagement skills, which he mastered just fine. I still continue this on a daily basis. What's worked in the past was me using a large, deflated rubber ball. During a workshop I went to with a trainer from Finland by the name of Marco, he told me to put the big ball away and get back to engagement, which I've done. Then, back on my home training field, my training director suggested that I go back to the big deflated ball, again, using it like I used to use it. What should I do? Thanks for your time. Really a good question. I hate to say it, but I agree with Marco. But we have to be a little bit careful here, because we don't have the dog in front of us. And we don't know exactly what some people are doing in their engagement training. Now, we don't know Marco, but we have friends that train with him, and they said he is very, very good. So I'm going to have to side with Marco on this. But Cindy said we would take this dog back to the basics. In other words, we would go out on the training field, and we wouldn't be working in obedience at this point in time. We would work on playing with the dog on the obedience field. We would look for engagement, and we would look for focus. And if you've not done the food work or the tug work that we show in the online courses that we've done with Michael Ellis, you need to go and visit that. The engagement course is excellent. It is really good. We have an engagement course with Forrest Mickey. We have an engagement course with Michael Ellis. The food and the tug courses build on that engagement course. So it sounds like you kind of got stuck in the mud here, and you got to get going a little. You got to back up and start all over again. Don't go out on your training field and try and teach all the exercises when you don't have engagement to begin with. If your dog doesn't want to play with you, if your dog doesn't want to be with you, why is he going to want to do the behavioral exercises that are involved in the dog sports, no matter what dog sports you're talking about? So until you can get and keep your dog focused and engaged with you, trying to do obedience is going to be uncomfortable for you and for your dog. We also have an excellent online course we did with Michael Ellis called Advanced Concepts in Motivation. It's really good. I mean, it's really, really good. It kind of is meant to follow the engagement, the food, the tug, and advanced concepts in motivation. In that course, Michael talks about how to turn a reward into a reward event. When you have your dogs and you're doing this work on focus and engagement and all this, and you want to reward the dog, you don't give them one food reward, you give them multiple food rewards, and you vary. One time you may give them 6, one time you give them 3, one time you give them 1, one time you give them 5. They never know how many rewards they're going to get, but the reward becomes an event, and that's what you want to have. That's how you build engagement. That's how you build a dog's motivation to want to work for you, because it changes all the time. Give it a chance. Try it. You're going to love it. Your dog's going to love it. I want to talk a little bit about the Ask Cindy portal on the front page of Leerburg.com. You can go to that portal and ask Cindy, my wife, any question you want on dog training, on dog breeding, on health issues with your dog. Cindy and I have been in the dog business for many, many years. I'm 75 and I was training dogs pretty seriously for 60 years. Cindy has been training dogs seriously for 40, 45 years. She was a groomer for 20 years, worked in a vet for 20 years. If we can answer a question for you, she answers the questions every day. People can come in and post, and you don't have to be a customer of Leerburg. You do have to put your email in there, and the purpose for that, and I have to tell you this, is not so we can spam you with our email or sell your email address. We'd never, ever do that. The purpose for getting the email or the ticket with your email on it is that you can ask the question, Cindy will answer it. If she needs more information, she'll come back at you, and she has to be able to communicate with you. And if you come back a week later, a year later, 6 months later, and ask a question, Cindy will look your email address up to see what you have asked in the past. And if it's on the same dog, she can review her previous answers and advice and maybe expand on it. So that's why. But I don't know any other website on the internet for dog training where anybody can go in and ask any question they want and get an answer right away. If we're home, Cindy gets up in the morning, she goes out at 5 o'clock, takes care of our horses, and comes back in and answers her Q&As that she's got for the morning. What I do is I pick the good ones and put them into videos like this. We have a lot of them. I just started putting them into videos after doing the Ask Cindy for many, many years. We've got like 3,700 of them in a database that's searchable, that you can go and put quotation marks around what you want to search on, and you'll get a more specific answer. We don't put every question in our database. There's thousands that don't go in there. We try and pick the best ones and put them in there. So there's 3,700 good ones there. So if you have a question, go to the Ask Cindy portal. If you want the best dog training equipment I think that you can find anywhere, we have it. We don't sell junk. We don't sell cheap stuff just because it's cheap. We only sell things that Cindy and I would use. And a number of the things that we sell, we have people that make them for us. We have a whole family of Amish harness makers that all they do is our leather work, and they've done it now for over 25 years. If you like the content in these Q&As, we have over 1,500 free videos on our website, in addition to a number of online courses and streaming videos that we sell by some of the top trainers really in the United States and really in the world.